Talk about it, Mel, because you and I were together at the draft and we talked so much about Fields, and he has been probably the most talked about, for all the right and wrong reasons, of the rookie quarterback so far this year. What are you seeing right now in Chicago?
Elite talent, Greeny. That's why he was my second highest rated quarterback back in April, behind only Trevor Lawrence. That talent is on display right now as a rookie without that elite supporting cast. Elite talent is on display. That means that once the talent level around him becomes better and more secure in terms of the offensive line, receivers, running backs staying healthy, all of a sudden then we know if we're the Chicago Bears, we have the right quarterback moving forward. That team in that locker room, on that practice field, on game day, I think knows that. So I think that's what makes him a special entity right now. Sure, he's had bumps in the road. Sure, he's had ups and downs. But the 49er game, certainly this past week, and certainly what's coming up against Baltimore, Arizona, at Green Bay, that natural progression week to week we see, and I think it bodes well for the future.
Now, David, obviously you would have covered all of his college games, including the national championship game and everything else. What are you seeing in Fields' progression right now?
Well, Fields is one of those guys coming out of college, Ohio State. He didn't do protections, so he had to learn this stuff. Like, we knew it was going to take him time. Mel's absolutely right, though. The dude can throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. I mean, he's got unbelievable arm talent. You saw him run for 100 yards a couple weeks ago. But here's the thing. It took time for him to develop. It took time for him to learn this stuff. It wasn't coaching sucks, which was what I heard for a bunch of weeks. He's got to learn this. The only way to learn it is to be in it, is to see it, is to see where the blitzes are coming from. He's starting to get more comfortable. He's starting to know his answers. And then he knows that he's got the trump card. When everything goes wrong, I'm 4'4", and I'm 225, 230 pounds. I can just take off. You tackle me.
Well, you bring up a really interesting part, because there is literally no one in America who questions Justin Fields' talent. There are a lot of people who question the coaching. Where are we now with that in your mind? You have sat here and heard it all, and Monday Dan and everybody else. Where are we with that right now?
I mean,
man, that coaching looks better, doesn't it?
Wow, yeah, it does. Justin Fields out here trying to save jobs. That's what he's trying to do. Is because what it comes down to this season, I think the Bears knew this. The Bears fans probably knew this, and anyone who's making decisions for the Bears know that this. Once you just drafted Justin Fields, this season was about finding out if he's the guy or not, which is why a lot of us were upset that they weren't putting him out there sooner. It's developing and finding out he's a guy or not. So, like, right now, they're coming off a couple losses, but Justin Fields played really well. If he continues to play well, those losses turn to wins. What if they end this year with 4 in a row and Justin Fields is playing outstanding? It's going to be real hard. As much as we bemoan Matt Nagy and his visor, it's going to be real hard to send that visor out the door if it seems like he is developing. Whether he's responsible for it or not, he's going to get the credit for developing your quarterback.
If I'm a fan of that team or the owner of that team, I feel better about the last 2 games than all the rest of them combined, and they were both losses. So, Kimberly, how about that? How about the Matt Nagy future coach of it all?
It's interesting because David brought up the coaching hasn't been the issue. When I talk to people around the league, they think, after every game, I'm like, what'd you think about Fields? How'd he look? How is he getting better? And teams that have played them, like this kid, the Chicago Bears have a baller. The issue is the coaching. We don't know if, like, looking at that team, I don't know if the coaches know what to do with him. You know, like, they have
You're saying you're hearing
offense.
That from people?
Yes, from like coaches, like people around the league when they look at this Chicago Bears team. So I think Dom is right. I think that if this team plays well, if Justin Fields continues this maturation, he might save some jobs. But I think people around the league are skeptical about whether Matt Nagy is the dude to continue.
I got you, but also you can only do so much as a coach when your quarterback's learning protections and learning how to see something.
Explain what that means. At Ohio State, what you're saying is he would look over to the side. Explain what that means.
Well, I want to see what
I think that's overplayed. Like, you have a guy who has talent. Nobody is perfect. You can have a center call out the protections. Like, you can have someone, it's simple enough to understand, like, if this guy blitzes, you throw it to this guy, like a hot read. Like, I understand that's the point of coaching, and that's the problem. So, like, I make jokes about chanting for Matt Nagy to stay and stuff because I think it's funny how hard people are on him. But I do understand that if you have a super talented quarterback like that, him not knowing how to call protections should not stop you from putting him on the field or having success.
But it's what stopped him from being on the field at Georgia. Like, he didn't play at Georgia right away. He went to Ohio State. He played because it was a much different system. He didn't have to do all that stuff. You saw the talent. It became clear he was a baller. So
okay, so time out. So the problem was he didn't know protections at Georgia. So Georgia sent away a Heisman Trophy level quarterback, and he went to Ohio State and was awesome because the coaches at Ohio State said, you know what? He's got talent. Let's not make him call protection. Let's let him ball. That's called being a good coach.
You don't send him away. He leaves.
Either way. Well, you send him away. You send him him away when you do not make a system that he
They
can
chose
thrive in.
Jake Fromm over him. That happened. Yeah.
AKA sent them away.
AKA stupid.
Right.
Smart.
Yes.
I'm with
But
that.
finish the thought, David. Finish the thought. So what you're saying is, because we're not necessarily all saying different things, but the point of it is, whatever it is they do offensively at Ohio State, and we're not going to sit here with X's and O's and diagram it all right now, it does not translate as quickly to what NFL quarterbacks do as some other
100%. And you're starting to see he's getting more. And by the way, this is in the pocket. All I heard was everybody whining about, let's get him outside the pocket. Let's do zone reads. Let's do this crap. How is he ever going to develop into an NFL quarterback that you want, who's got insane accuracy, by the way, insane talent? You want him to develop. He has to do those things. You don't just go, hey, let's roll out every daggone play.
It's also probably worth pointing out that it hasn't really been that long. We're like 9 games into the rookie season. Let me give Mel the final word on all of this. Mel, go ahead.
Yeah, Jake Fromm, certainly Cardell Jones. Guys move on. Circumstances dictated what happened with Justin in Georgia. And, of course, he moved on to Ohio State. Joe Burrow moved from Ohio State down to LSU. In this particular case with Justin, give him time. If you see those glimpses of greatness and you see what he's capable of doing, just like with Josh Allen. I battled for how many years on Josh Allen? The talent wins out. Just support the guy, let him grow, let him learn from his mistakes. Elway, Aikman, Manning, they all talk about that. You got to play through your mistakes, make bad decisions, bad throws, and make awful throws, and then learn from that. And he's done that. He's made mistakes, and he's learned from it. If the talent is there, you got something, and we know Justin Fields has a talent, and the competitiveness, you don't have to be all over the place, running around screaming and yelling. That competitiveness within him, the locker room, the players see, we see it, and that's why I think the future is bright. And guess what? Think about that division moving forward. Who may have the best quarterback for the next 10 or 12 years? Could be the Chicago Bears.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.